Hello there.
아, 예.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it?
He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps,
Good to hear. Good to hear.
빨리 가자.
his way.
우리 머뭇거릴 틈이 없다. 그만 보고 가자고. 현미경? 마은경 그만 보고 가자.
Wonder who lives here. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise.
자, 이거는 무슨 미션을... 어? 제가 여기 있냐? 아무튼 무슨 미션일까요, 얘는?
Revelio.
저거 아닌데? 이것도 아닌데? 이 멀리네 어쩌고가 알려주는 게 하나도 없어요, 사실. 그냥 반짝하고 뭔가를 해.
Revelio.
근데 지금 사실 뭐 해야 할지 모르겠어요, 저거. 일단 뭐 향난 아웃 뿌려놓으면 지 멋대로 쭉 진행되니까. 아, 저건가? 이거를 널리 넣는 거 같은데? 얘를 이 각도면 위가 아닐까?
Revelio. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
저번에 보니까 바닥에 있던데. 자, 여기는 나갈 수 있게 만들어져 있고. 그러면 다리를 건너서
Revelio.
여기구나. 얘는 딴 기능은 안 되겠다. 탕! 한 번 더. 계속 더. 아무도 마을에 거대한 공이 굴러다니는 거 신경 안 쓰는 사람. 거대한 공에 치여도 신경 안 쓰는 사람들.
Nice to see you. What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today?
자, 세라믹 마스크 필요 없고.
This will do
일단
just
뭐
fine.
방어력이 높든 공예력이
you.
높든 녹색은 딱히 필요가 없어요. 사실 파란색도 필요 없음.
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
나쁜 짓 안 했는데요. 공이 알아서 굴러갔다고. 알아서
Seems a pleasant
굴러가겠지?
enough little place.
일부러 옆에 돌로 막아놓은 것 같은데? 아, 길막하지 마. 이거 보내야 돼. 길막하지 마. 그리고 이걸 여기다 집어넣으면 끝.
Merlin himself would be proud.
참고로 이거 리셋 안 시키고 계속 보고 있었으면 상점 대화할 때 옆에 공 보였을걸요? 응?
Who
이거
lived here, I wonder? An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down.
다른 말로 뭐다? 해지기를 기다려라.
Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned.
구르기? 여기지? 이렇게 이렇게. 염소 자리. 염소? 그 염소가 좀 이상한데요? 뭐야? 뭐야? 나는 오픈월드라고 딴 길로 너무 새는 것 같은데 나. 원래 지금 스토리가 있잖아 지금. 맨날 이런 게임하면 옆길로 샌단 말이잖아.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
이게 뭐지? 소리는 계속 나는데.
Revelio. Leviosa.
아이. 가서 점프.
Shame I didn't have an audience for that one.
고대 마법 뱀피의 용량을 늘리기 위한 챌린지라고요? 아 이런 거구나. 필살기 게이지를 늘리는 거구나.
know what that means. Merlin trial.
착. 이번엔 뭔데? 이번엔 무슨 시험인데? 아, 이거 무슨 시험인지 알려줘야 될 거 아니야?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
얘 시험이 뭔데요?
Revelio.
또 공 굴리기? 공을 어디로? 제가 만든 시험 아님?
Revelio.
공이 굴러가니까 일단 따라가 보자. 돌
Looks
굴러가요.
intriguing.
내가 고대의 시험을 어떻게 공부를 해요?
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
반짝. 역사학자도 이거 막 하겠다고 공부하고 있는데. 가사나 보니까 퍽 초기화가 안 되는 것 같은데. 퍽 어떻게 해야 되지? 진짜 뭘로 갈지 좀 고민이야.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us.
Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did...
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals. An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently... They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of large, magically
랄록이랑 친한 게 아니고 그냥
receptacles
랄록의
crafted from
부하였다
goblin
이거구나.
metal. Ranrock recruited others to help. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood. That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much?
He cares about what they contain. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that...
Here comes my friend Amit.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
아니 테스트를 한번 보여줘요
sir,
시험을.
Lord Cock.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot...
Amit and
준비됐다.
I can do this.
I will await your return.
The door is looking at us.
힝.
Yes, of course.
마비노기 문양?
So rarely prepare one for reality.
마비노기 문양이 그거
A
아니에요?
real
그
goblin
켈트
mind.
문양.
It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
어? 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 갑자기 막 아이템들이 나오는데?
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
나나?
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
I will. Was that your best? What's a shoe?
아니 합법 마법이라고.
It was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit.
이거는
You have
합법으로
my
쓰는 마법입니다.
We're being watched by a door.
Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Here. We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
이거 당기면 여기 아이템 나오지 않을까?
I should use disillusion. That eye won't see a thing.
같이 경찰서로 가자고요? 왜요? 합법적인 일을 했을 뿐인데 왜 가야 되죠? 저는 정말 모르겠는걸요? 이거 말고 다른 장치가 있나? 아닌데? 제가 자꾸 점프한 이유는 문신할 때 점프가 빠릅니다. 그게 다고요.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Wow, a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
이 모험 특징. 그냥 대충 친해진 친구 한 명 데려옴. 리마 귀여워. 리마 귀여워. 리마 귀여워. 촉. 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 여러분 알겠죠? 저는 귀엽습니다.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here.
아야. 왜요? 안 귀여워요? 안 귀여워? 귀여운 사람에게 던지는 병이 있다고요?
If I'm translating this correctly, and I
아이 잘못 눌렀다.
building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more. We can't return to Lodgok.
Stop by.
아야.
Oh, this really is too much.
뭐야, 주인공 친구는 이걸 쓰든 말든 신경 안 쓰는데?
Another boiler. This place is more complex
안다.
than I had. Another schematic.
신경 안 쓰는 게
What are they
아니고
going to
신경
build? This mine
안
is
쓰는
too
척하는 게
small,
아닌가?
whatever it is.
고블린 다 죽어야 합니다. 은행원 빼고 다 죽어야 합니다. 그러니까요. 자기한테 쓸지도 모르니까.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit to us.
안녕하세요. 통, 통, 통.
Let's get it.
야, 우리 친구 잘 막는 걸?
Get away. Think you're clever. I will bet you.
뭘로?
How many of them are there?
뭘로?
That should be the last of them I'll meet.
이것도 뭔가 다른 퍼즐이 있는 것 같은데? 아닌가?
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Accio.
저건 무슨 퍼즐일까요? 딱히 퍼즐이라고 할 만한 게 없는데 여기? 엘리베이터?
Confringo. Accio.
그러니까 해리포터 시리즈는 그 위자드 시리즈 있잖아요?
Don't think I've found all the
딱히
flowers.
호그와트 교복은 정해진 게 없나봐. 저 망토만 들으면 교복인 것 같은데?
Revelio.
같은데? 이쪽에 길이 있다고 나오는데요. 없는데요. 아이 알로우볼 없다고요. 알로우볼 아직 1렙이라고. 뭐 쟤들 뭐임?
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
아이 네가 흥분 안 해도 알아.
Lord got what we found.
야 흥분 안 해도 알아. 그러니까 여기가 그거죠. 그 두어본 유적.
Revelio.
안녕?
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit.
두어본
Now
유적
that we know
맞는데?
what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just
That
happened?
wasn't so bad, was it?
It was.
아무 일도
It
없었다.
really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for...
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without...
Understood? Your goblin secrets are safe with me. But
역시 레번클로야. 레번클로 맨날 공부하니, 뭐 학자니, 뭐 연구하니 막 그런단 말이야. 이래서 레번클로가 안 된다고.
They're building enormous drills. I've been wondering about something.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's view...
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when
찌찌
I arrived to begin
추적자님
my search.
안녕하세요. 콜리마
So I
콜리마.
was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled.
그 마녀는 미소 지으며 자기가 반대라고 했어요. 난가?
She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container
아무리 봐도 그
with a
고대
strange symbol on it.
고대 스토리 나올 때
She
나오는
was certain
그
it was
캐릭터
made
같은데.
of goblin metal but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research.
Eh?
And I know of the container.
The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
그래서 죽였구나.
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock
고마워요,
never found all of
로드고.
Bragbor's journals.
그
But the ones he did
뒤통수에
find
있는 원형
suggest
탈모는
that
고치기
Bragbor
바래요.
at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war.
그러니까
I will
이게
find out what
역사에
Ranrock
기록되지 않은
knows.
전쟁이란 거죠?
Watch for my owl.
풍선. 여기 풍선이 섰다고. 내가 아까 전에 풍선 때문에 뛰어내렸는데 없을 리가 없다고. 아니 어디 감? 아 내 풍선.
I hope Professor Fitz...
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spin Witches as soon as you can.
자 이번엔 불 붙이기 같은데? 저기 하나. 저거 시간 끝나기 전에 불 붙이기 시험 같은데요. 어디인지부터 봐야겠다. 나 이거 못 올라가? 여기 하나, 저기 둘, 나머지 하나는?
Revelio.
저기 셋. 아니 우클릭 왜 이래? 우클릭이 됐다 안 됐다 그래.
Confringo.
그러면 여기 탁.
Confringo.
불러서 멋지게 탁.
That's that. Settled.
딴딴. 자, 그러면 빗자루 업그레이드가 된다고 하고 또 뭐가 있었죠? 가끔씩 빗자루가 이상해. 이거 봐요. 아닌가? 빗자루가 꺾여. 이거 봐요. 여기 가다가 빗자루 꺾인다니까? 톡톡.
I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
하나 배달 완료했대.
These rocks have seen better days.
아마 오늘 안에 다 도착할 것 같네요. 하나 도착했다는 거 보면 오늘 내일? 서울이니까 빗자루 내려갈 때도 꺾이는데. 정말 놀랍게도 두 분이 비슷한 지역에 살아가지고 놀랐단 말이야.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information
그래서
from the
두
friends
분한테는
of
갈 것
Mr.
같고요
Bickle
오늘.
that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them. See what I can learn.
Meet me here after you have...
또
Hopefully
뭐
by the time you return, I will be able to know a bit
아가버스
more.
필버트와 대화하세요. 데이지 라버와 대화하세요. 오토 디블과 대화하세요. 싫어요.
Let's look at what we have, shall we?
근데 전설 장비가 200원밖에 안 하는 건 너무 심하지 않아? 이렇게 보면 그 해리부터 부모님은 엄청난 갑부였던 게 밝혀진 거 아닐까요?
Mrs. Rabe,
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him
And you declined.
The note stated that I only had a few days to
그러니까
reconsider helping
그
with some...
주인공 친구마다 하나씩 하나씩 만드는 것 같은데?
Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful.
얘는
I shall
할로우고
do all I can to get evidence
슬리데린
against Harlow,
걔는
Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the
랄록이었나?
note I received.
그렇고 뭐 하나는 로고도고 막 그런 것 같아.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends. Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check that.
Please tell me you didn't.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak?
I've nothing to say about him. May I?
Please, sir, I would like to help.
You know the Bickles? All right.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even it started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secret. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. I've been able to cover for his requests but I can't keep it out for much longer.
Thank you for telling me.
As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill
이렇게
returns.
증거를 모으는
On the right track.
스탠스구나.
Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me,
변태라고요?
Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I
이게
might
마법사
speak with you
패션입니다.
about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me.
참고로
I
저는
feared
흰색
Harlow's
속옷을 좋아합니다.
retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out,
Perhaps. But
you said that Harlow committed an act of violence against.
before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, one day Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that I watched helplessly, lying there. I was shaken to my core.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again.
Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
됐고, 동물 재료 중에 필요한 게 있었는데. 동물 재료, 동물 재료. 여기였나? 아닌데?
Revelio. Revelio.
어? 물고기다. 물고기 못 참지.
Wingardium Leviosa.
가자. 어?
Hello.
Welcome to Brood and Peck. I'm Ellie Peck. And before you ask, I'm out of a brat.
얘 얼굴 프로그램에서 본 것 같아.
A trader in Ottery St. Catchpole made me take it. Apparently had a bad experience with someone shipping. Must have been someone from America, no doubt. Anyway, what are you here for? Mooncar fur? Derrickle feathers? Always have trouble collecting them myself as the bird. Used to carry them in the shop, Derrickle. But people kept asking for their money back when they'd get home and the blasted things would be...
I can imagine.
Not surprising, I suppose.
아니, 아이템
True
달라고요.
words. Not my fault if the little ones caught a flea of an easel. Ooh, and I do like to
아,
make
저
sure. Now,
니즐 털 필요하지
why don't
않나?
you have a good look around? Always best to pop in whenever you can to get. Take all the time you need.
What do you have for sale?
니즐의 털 필요했는데.
Now, what sorts of beast byproducts might you be looking to acquire?
하나 했어? 이거 귀엽다고요?
Revelio.
좋아, 퀘스트 깨러 가자. 털 하나밖에 안 파네. 니즐을 내가 잡아야겠구나. 간혹 저기 있는 까마귀들? 까마귀한테 변신술 쓰면 어떻게 될까 궁금하네. 뭐야?
Wingardium Leviosa.
이게 뭔데? 뭐 굴러가길래 써봤는데. 너 여긴 어떻게 빗자루 타니? 난 못하는데? 방금 뭐야? 빗자루 사라지지 않았어? 빗자루 왜 사라짐? 점프.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head.
또
Perhaps I'll find her
얘
there.
엄마한테 잡혔나? 얘 엄마가 그거거든요. 유명한 점술가거든요. 심지어 아프리카 애들은 마법이 발달한 곳이래. 호그와트 세계관에서 아프리카가 마법이 가장 잘 발전된 곳이라고 합니다.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Does anyone else remember those letters?
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken. Revelio.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
뭐요? 죄송해요. 어? 뭐야, 사라졌어.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Footprints led to this room.
아이, 또 그리핀도르가 사고 쳤네. 또 그리핀도르야?
The hidden door? Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly. Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
아, 발각되지 말래요. 죽이면 안 되나? 좀 때려볼까? 아야.
coming up. You're going to regret that.
자, 발각되지 않고 네티를 찾으세요.
Revelio. Book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
정말 중요한 문장이죠. 발각되지 않고 네티를 찾으세요.
Revelio. Revelio.
나 고작 이거야?
We should speak to her again. Find that friend of hers.
Determined to say nothing. Boss will deal with her when he arrives. I hear ya! Incendio! What was that? Incendio! Who's there? Incendio! Don't get here! Incendio!
You'll be sorry you did that.
Aaron Shearer isn't worth the time. No amount of... Expulso!
Expulso!
위험해. 위험해. 아무튼 발각되지 않고 네티를 찾으면 됩니다. 또 뭐 있나? 이제는 아이템 없겠지? 가자.
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. Over here. Ready to help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife.
Worried about you. Are you all right?
These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot... I need you to find my wand. I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well, or...
I shall do my best. Understood. I'll find it.
Your friend Natty was not...
이제 지팡이도 찾아줘야 돼? 넌 한 게 뭐야? 역시 그리핀도르야 역시. 결론은 그냥 가만히 있다가 가만히 있다 잡힌 거잖아.
Mr. Abe's wand. He'll be glad to have this back. Mr. Abe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was... Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
아바다 카다브라. 맞네.
Revelio.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friend.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
좋아, 내가 애쉬 와인더들한테 중국산 깨무는 양배추를 보여주지.
Revelio.
오, 찾았네.
Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
오피서 싱어가 알고 보니까 한패인 거 아니야?
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I
옷
learned of
이쁘다고요?
several
제가 더
Hogsmeade
이쁩니다.
residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the
마법부는 대체 뭐 하고 있는 거죠?
Respect, officer, the author.
There's more to taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this
당신도
before
아바다 카다브라 맞고
My
싶나요?
mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Sometimes it seems all.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the Centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meet.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand.
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere?
I suppose they are known for having an air of omniscience.
That's exactly the right word.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help.
Yes, of course. We'll meet with them, tell them about the snitch.
왔냐? 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 지금 꼬맹이 둘 잡으려고 이렇게 노가다 잔뜩 온 거야?
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah, I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur and it spoke back.
No, never. We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
꼬맹이 둘 잡겠다고 데려온 거야?
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care!
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I
아니요.
ever see them again,
나중에 막
it will
감지하고
be
만들겠네.
free of your heads.
Foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means yet. Please help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be?
그나저나 이거 은근히 잘 맞는 게 뭐냐면요. 입 모양이 발을 맞춰서
In the
움직여.
south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
좀 그런 면은 잘 맞는 것 같아.
I don't understand. And why was he so certain about where we could find one?
Isn't Moonstone all around us? Isn't Moonstone all around us? Why retrieve one from a cave?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone. We'll likely know it when we see it.
I don't know.
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something... I'll let you know what I find.
또 알아내면 또 연락한다고? 또? 아, 한 번에 좀 해줘. 한 번 해줘. 뭐 하루 종일 여기 어둠의 숲에 금지된 숲에 갇혀 있을까요?
Knowing our meat, he's likely studied here.
고작 요 퀘스트로 지금 몇 번을 나눠서 하는 거야. 용자리? 사실 조금 더 오래 있으면 유튜브에 올릴 수가 없기 때문에 조금 이따 끌 것 같긴 해요. 방금 브금 되게 경쾌한 브금 나는 것 같은 느낌인데. 누구세요?
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most
아무튼 엔딩하고 시험까지 다 봐야지 끝난다고 하더라고요. 마나리아성 콘리마?
I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's
미연님
office.
안녕하세요.
In
콘리마
fact,
콘리마.
I witnessed Professor Black
미연님 빨리
learn of
스토리
your
깨야지.
arrival.
저랑 같이
And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait.
테라스타 레이드를 가지.
Headmaster's office.
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us.
거의 다 했어요.
Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while
정말
he's
그게
away.
끝일까?
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what...
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her
그래
sight
무려
again.
그리핀을
I'm
탔다고.
sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who...
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe. And he would carry
하필이면
me on his
기린이야?
back, my arms around his
너
neck.
가젤이라면서.
We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify...
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault?
총이 아니고 지팡이라니까. 소총이 뭐야?
If I had
그냥
been capable
길다란
of
지팡이라고요.
protecting myself, he would still be alive today. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine.
He was. Truly, we all have our burdens. My father.
Yes, I remember.
Exactly. Soon, you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
조용히 해. 너 한 거 없잖아. 호크 스미스에 여기 가면 또 그 인챈트용 동물 아이템 팔 텐데요. 이거요? 이거 전설의 지팡이입니다. 악종나무 지팡이보다 세요. 자, 사실 그 아바다 카다브라 모두도 깔까말까 좀 고민했단 말이야. 그 쓰면은 그 볼드모트 목소리 나오게. 근데 참았어요.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide.
큰일 났어요. 왜요? 안 판다.
I'll not mind seeing you here.
또
again.
이불이 데워졌나요?
Consider yourself welcome.
오 됐다. 뿅. 한노 초과돼서 스트리밍 대가 못 산다고요? 데뷔하시게? 아니 30만 원 비싸요. 30만 원 비싼 그거라고. 이게 아마 호그와트 내에서는 안 되나 봐요. 안녕하세요. 받아라.
It isn't. You've heard quite a...
빗자루랑 같은 판정이라고요? 그건 또 아닌 것 같아요. 아닌가? 그러면 그 뭐냐 호그스미드가 더 안 되나? 근데 호그스미드는 됐잖아. 위에서 불 나오는 거 봐. 그냥 파이어 그레네이드 아닌가요? 파이어 그레네이드.
That's that. Settled.
이거 봐요. 이건 유탄이다 그러면? 유탄. 네이팜탄. 유탄. 아마 제가 못 본 동물이 여기 어디 있을 거예요. 여기 아니면 여긴데. 가볼까?
Off on another adventure, are we?
보니까 특성이 36개밖에 안 나온대. 아이 진짜 빗자루 조정이 너무 어려워. 그래서 아마 못 찍는 게 많을 건데요. 일단 안 찍을 거 어느 정도 정해놔가지고 괜찮지 않을까 싶기도 해. 어디로 가야 되지? 어딘가? 아 지금 못 가네? 아, 동물이 저기서 나오는데. 가야 되는 동물이 여기 있다고요, 여기. 빨리 열어줘요. 지금 밀렵해야 한다고. 코로 베어 저기 가볼까? 유명한 적 여기 가보자. 유명한 적 유명하대요. 유명한 다야?
What are you up to now?
자, 유명한 적 때리러 가겠습니다. 어디로 가야 돼? 아 이거 그거구나. 나사이가? 나사이 구할 때 여기 왔잖아. 저기는 유명한 적이 여기 있대요.
다 들었어?
저거 모두 있더라고요. 그래서 저 받을까 말까 좀 고민했어.
내가 사실 보이스 모드로 설정, 보이스 이거 못 깔았거든. 볼드모트로.
그러니까 저거 보고 저도 할까 말까 좀 고민했단 말이야. 저기 어떻게 가? 빗자루 타고 가면 되나?
Yes, but only muggles fall to such ailments. You really do worry.
안녕하세요. 택배 왔습니다.
Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Show yourself. You there! Stop! Levioso! Concealer! Right as well.
어디 감?
Levioso. You like
얘 어디 감?
do ya?
얘 어디서 때리고 있어? 소리는 나는데? 일로 와나? 일로 와나?
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
선체로 죽었어. 근데 저게 죽이는 게 아니고 그냥 뭐야 돌처럼 굳게 만드는 거더라고요. 아이쿠 손이.
Marvelous strike.
아이쿠 손이. 아이쿠 손이. 그래서 유명한 적은 어딨나요? 너니? 조용히 해, 내려와. 유명한 적 나오자마자 사라졌는데요? 나 아무것도 안 했는데? 너희들 잘 만났다. 갇힌 동물이라고요? 어디가 갇힌 거죠? 나와 있는데? 약간 얘가 갇히다의 의미를 잘못 알고 있나? 나와 있잖아요. 그냥 데려가면 안 돼? 그거 알아요? 이 닭도 변신시킬 수 있다? 뭐야 돈이 됐는데? 닭을 변신시키면 돈이 된다. 너도 돈이 되라. 아, 펭귄이 됐다. 아무튼 필요한 털 종류 얻으려면 동물 밀렵을 해야 되는데요. 그러려면 또 퀘스트를 밀어야 돼. 잠깐만 여기 동굴 열고 가자. 안녕. 스킵? 님이 스킵이에요? 그 스킵집 바로 뒤에 저기 있는데? 아이쿠. 고래등절. 스킵이라고 마법사인데 마법을 못 쓰는 애들이 있어요. 히히 가야지. 허접이 맞긴 하지. 어떻게 마법사인데 마법을 못 쓰지? 아야. 저걸 어떻게 죽여요? 천문학동에 있는 후플프프와 대화하세요.
Now what am I supposed to do? Pardon me, is everything all right? No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things. I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Also, what bells? Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take... Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, we've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now, perhaps I could help put the bells back up. Really? Oh, that would be
블랙
wonderful.
교장이 그 교장 중에 가장 재미없는 교장이라며. 심지어 순수 활동이고. 순수 활동 주의 마법사라서.
I imagine the bells are just inside the bell tower.
순수 활동 아니면 막 싫어하고. 여기도 상자 표시가 나는데? 이 상자 표시는 뭘까요? 위엔가?
Alohomora.
알로모라지만 여러분 사실 이거 총으로 여는 거고요. 정말 멋진 무기래. 지팡이래. 멋진 지팡이네요. 레비오소. 유사 알로모라. 갑자기 장르가 이퀄리브리움으로 바뀌었는데?
The bells must be upstairs.
응? 여기가 아닌데? 저기 어떻게 가? 아 여기구나.
Alohomora.
짠. 저기 교장 선생님 아니에요? 아닌가? 네, 봐요. 이게 그 소위탄이고요. 이게 유탄이에요. 이게 퀵트로우고요. 이게 뭔지 몰라. 자.
Found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa. One up, one to go.
어? 여기가 아닌데? 분명히 예전에 하나를 발견했던 것 같은데 나. 예전에 하나 발견해서 막 가지고 놀았던 기억이 있는데.
Revelio.
아 저기 있다.
It looks like he hits them with a single shot.
엑스펠리아르무스.
But watch again. In slow motion, you can see he actually fires 2 separate shots.
엑스펠리아르무스.
And scores 2 separate bullseyes.
Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
그 블랙 규장이 싫어할 만한데. 블랙 규장이 싫어할 만해.
Alohomora.
나라도 싫을 것 같아 저거.
Confringo.
헉. 도롱뇽. 다음 뭐야? 4 3 히드라? 참고로 나는 드롭스까지 모두 받은 골수 유저란 말이야.
Revelio.
모든 드롭스를 다 받았다.
Lumos.
근데 이게 어딜까요? 스핑크스 상이 있다는데. 아마 한창 드롭스 이벤트 할 때 제 거 봤으면 아마 여러분들도 받았을걸요? 하필이면 들고 있는 게 하필이면 들고 있는 게 진짜 모두 잘 만들었다. 근데 이거 모두 들어가면 그 무슨 언어였더라? 인도 쪽 언어였나? 그거 나오던데. 여기도 아닌데? 저거 어디야? 아니 스핑크스가 없잖아요. 스핑크스가 있대.
It's good Black's children are too young.
여긴 아니고 화분이랑 스핑크스가 있는 곳? 여긴가? 보통 저 로모스 기믹이 그렇게 멀지가 않거든요? 이렇게까지 안 멀어. 모르겠네. 이 몰라. 퀘스트는 깨자. 그때 살짝 버벅이긴 했는데 그때 안 터졌어요. 그 쉐이더 설정 중 이 게임이 시작할 때마다 맨날 나오거든요. 게임 켜면 항상 나오는 거라. 방송 안 켜고는 할 수 있어요?
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. I wish I could see his face. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that... You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
방송권 따라두기? 방송권 만드는 거에서 돈일 텐데. 제가 이번 범유 기업 들어간 거 있잖아요. 그래서 제일 부러웠던 게 200만 원 지원이었어. 송출권을 만들 수 있다고. 다른 건 안 부러운데요. 그 지원되는 게 부러웠어. 컴퓨터를 업그레이드하기보단 차라리 그냥 송출컴 하나 만들면 딱히 그러면 그 송출컴으로만 방송되니까 게임만 들어가면 다 되잖아요? 아무튼 시기 언니 그냥 방송 안 켤 때는 안 꺼지죠?
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
그런가? 파워도 어느 정도 쓰고 있지 않나?
Like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else.
그것도 가능성이 있긴 한데.
Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research.
근데 컴퓨터가 꺼지는 것도 아니라서 게임만 안 켜진 거지.
He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So
자,
you'll
교장
need a
선생님인데
disguise.
집요정.
I have just the thing.
블랙 가문 집요정
Polyjuice
어디서
potion.
들어본 거 같죠?
You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
꿀맛. 이거 TS 마법 아닌가요? TS 마법. 역 범용이 돼버렸다.
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon.
방금 뭐야?
How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him.
Thank you, Professor.
It's rather strange to...
Now to find the headmaster's house elf.
교장 선생님 그런다. 여기 보면 이거 있네요. 근데 밤이 아니라서 못 먹네. 까비. 아, 퀘스트 중이라 안 되나? 그 교장선생님 총은 놓고 말해요.
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's
종기를
convenient.
치료하냐?
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do.
선생님
And
오를
thank you,
하면서요.
Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
가면서
If you must
교장인
speak
척하는 거
with
봐.
me, consult my secretaries or what have you.
I thought I heard the headmaster approaching.
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor! Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now.
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him? I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
What? But, sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Ah, that's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
그 심부름 시킨 거 지금 앙금 푼 거 아니야?
Well, there's one for my diary.
심부름 시킨 거에 지금 화난 거 아니야? 네가 하지 왜 내가 하면 이런 느낌.
Stand proud, purebloods. The future...
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off,
참고로 곤트 가문이 뭐냐면요.
Wasting the hours away.
곤트 가문은
I have to
볼드모트
write 20
가문입니다.
inches on Dittany and its uses was heading to the greenhouse.
볼드모트가 곤트 가문에서 태어났다고.
Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir?
근데
You
얘는
don't seem
딱히
yourself.
관계가 없어요. 얘는 차라리 곤트 가문 아니었으면 좋겠다라는 사람이고.
If I need a medical
물론 앞은 안
diagnosis, I
보이지만.
shall head to St. Mungo's.
얘 그거는요. 그 장님이거든, 장님. 앞이 안 보여.
Greetings. I mean, out of my way, children.
Professor, a word? Professor Black? Again. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say.
아니 안 된다고요. 컨텐츠가 없다고.
And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a
컨텐츠가
pureblood,
없다고요.
that's no reason to.
What nonsense!
네가
That
컨텐츠
you would
개발할래?
trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game. You are quite impossible sometimes, sir. I've a good mind to write to the
이
Department of
교수님
Magical
그거 닮지
Games and
않았어요?
Sports
그
Ministry about you.
장마군님 닮지. 장마군님 닮았는데?
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
맞죠. 닮았죠.
What did we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
When I witness what passes for magic in these halls, I simply mourn for the future of the wizarding world. I haven't time for
다이나믹 입점.
None at all. Move aside.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since...
Oh, very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for him.
Ah, well, yes.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from
금지된 숲에 숨어들어서 아바다 카다바라 쏘는.
Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful. Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig. I shall never understand that.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Wait until Master sees what a wonderful...
Scroop!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone. Even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's purebloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course.
하필은
I order
프랑스야?
you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
뭔 소리야 자꾸?
Ahem. The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
자꾸 뭔 소리인데? 원래 폴리주스 마법약 끝날 때쯤 되면 꺼거려?
It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle. Revelio.
제가 한 거 아니거든요?
Alohomora.
자꾸 그러면 아바다 카다브로 때려본다? 여기 있다. 티탄 해돋이 스카프. 아, 그 전에 할 거 있죠? 그 게임 시간 밤을 바꿔요. 벌떡? 그리고 잠깐만, 아닌데.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
뭐야, 어디서 나는 소리야? 여긴가? 더 있네? 저거다. 집요정 갑옷? 갑옷도 옷이라서 해고됐다고? 맞네. 생각해보니까 집요정한테 옷 선물하면 해고되잖아.
Revelio.
그림들 다 자고 있는 거 봐. 안 일어나? 안 일어나?
Revelio. The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
뭐야? 뭐가 끼우게 되는데요?
Revelio. Toujours pure.
그 오망성 모양의 뭔가 있었는데. 오망성 모양 지붕. 헉. 퀘스트는 못 가. 뿅.
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto. Revelio.
뭐야, 찍어냈네?
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
그거 있다.
Your suspicions are correct.
기숙사
We
정해주는
shall
거.
speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time?
기숙사 정해주는 버전.
Revelio.
아, 레즐리 원시로 파악하는 거였어? 그럼 시작 들어가자마자 오클로 원시가 뛰어나는 애들은 안 된다는 얘기잖아.
That must be the pedestal.
와, 펜시브. 와, 거울. 뭐야, 납치당했네, 저게?
Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
갑자기 그 공포 영화 느낌을 바뀌었어.
In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously.
오, 쉐이더 봐.
Use the tools you encounter to find
스케치
me.
쉐이드다.
The first you will need is a cloak.
투명 망토요?
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
오! 패왕 원일. 사냥 원을 도망갔다. 지나가요. 지나가요. 지나가요.
I should have run when I could.
자, 여러분 꿀팁입니다. 점프하면 빨라져.
Best move when I can. Neve must be here somewhere. I need to time this just right. I see. A staircase straight ahead.
좀 뒤돌아봐. 그냥 거의 못 보는데? 아, 얘가 죽음이야? 그럼 맞네. 그 뭐냐. 죽음의 성물 이야기 아니야?
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
어떻게 빨리 지나가는데? 나 점프밖에 없다고.
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
뒤 안 돌아? 빨리 지나가자. 지나가요. 지나가요. 뭐 바로 뒤에 지나가도 모르는데?
Nothing this way but more danger. Must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way.
헉.
That doorway looks like the only safe way forward. Closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
중간엔 슬로우 걸리는데요. 빨리 가게 줘. 지나가요.
Now's my chance. That's the way forward.
투명망토 아니?
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
지나가요.
They can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
맞네. 죽음의 성물.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
Few have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
딱총나무 지팡이
Wield
아니야?
the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary
딱총나무
power.
지팡인데? 아바다 카다브라. 안 쏘네.
I've never felt such power.
연어. 이제 죽음과 전투를 하나걸? 열어줘요. 뭔 딜이야 이거? 방금 뭔 딜이래? 하. 아. 에이. 역시 딱충나무 지팡이야. 쾅! 뭐야, 고대마법이 더 약한데? 고대마법이 더 약한데요? 뭐야, 길이 아니야? 아이, 크루시오가 없네? 아야. 하나는 돌 던지고 하나는 마법수로. 아 자꾸 뒤통수를 노리네. 어우 정신없어. 어우 정신없어. 그 딱총나무 지팡이 아니고 총을 들고 있네요. 딱총나무 지팡이가 아닌데?
Simple stone. This must be for me.
마지막 게 마법사의 돌이었나?
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead.
I can't believe she's dead.
Dear, sweet Neve. Dead.
Let us always honor her.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
You found me. But you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow
근데
without
이번
light.
퀘스트는 연출 꽤
Simply because
괜찮은데?
you can eliminate darkness does not always
연출 이
mean that you
정도면 잘
should.
만든 거 아니에요? 그 책 속 세상이니까 이렇게 만든 거
Remember
같은데.
that as you witness my memory.
자, 물은 답을 알고 있다. 물은 답을 알고 있죠? 응. 총 꺼내주는 거 봐.
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable.
Wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Nia, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
어딜 만져?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
마시면 어떻게
You've
되는데?
kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
정말 아이 맛이 같군. 왠지 결말상 쟤 죽일 것 같지 않아요? 일단 랄록은 죽일 것 같고. 뭐야 왜 여기야?
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But
3 바카르.
so...
Young.
근데 지금 안 살았잖아요. 죽은 바카르로 바꿔야 되는 거
I
아니야?
am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I
죽은
just
바카르
witnessed.
아니야?
Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power.
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
또 1년 기다려야 돼요?
It seems we have no choice. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora...
She was, and she pulled emotions as she did from...
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic.
The repositories.
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier.
5 names. The keepers, and who else? Isadora...
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood...
If the keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet...
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire.
파이어 위스키? 이제 뭐 하면 되나요? 메인 퀘스트가 14장까지나?